How to handle the seller's objections when you're trying to wholesale houses and trying to figure out whether or not the seller is a motivated seller willing to sell the property at a deep discount or not. Hey, what's going on, everyone? Devin Knupp here, back at you with a brand new video, and I'm still out here in California. Now I'm in Riverside, California, so I'll be here for 2 more days, and then I promise the content is going to be amazing quality again. I get my camera back, I'm going home, and I can put a little bit more time and effort into the videos. Traveling, it's a little bit harder, so I apologize if the camera quality hasn't been too good. I've had to record my iPhone for the past week and a half now because I broke my camera. But anyways, how to handle seller objections. This is for those of you guys that you jump on the phone with a seller and then they're like, well, where'd you get my phone number from? Well, where did you find my address? Like, why are you calling me? How much are you gonna offer me? All these different questions that you get, any question that you get is considered an objection. And whenever you get an objection, the truth is, if a seller has some sort of objection, the chances are they're less and less motivated. So the more questions that they ask, the chances of them being a motivated seller just keeps decreasing more and more, because if they're asking questions, the chances are then they're not really all that motivated, because they're not all that worried about getting rid of their house or anything like that. If they're a super motivated seller, they'll probably maybe ask 1 or 2 of these objections that you may come across. But if they're asking every question in the book, super skeptical about everything, and they're losing the house or in some sort of motivating situation, then they're probably a pretty crazy person. It's just a pretty rare chance, to be honest with you guys, to come across someone that's not motivated, that doesn't ask a lot of different questions. If you haven't already, before I jump into today's amazing and fire content that I got for everybody, make sure that you smash the like button. I'm not asking for any money inside this video. I'm not gonna charge you anything. I'm just giving you 100% pure content value, and I would highly appreciate it if you dropped a like on today's video, because it helps me out, helps more people be able to find my content, and it kind of motivates me to make more of these videos. So anyways, thank you guys so much, and back to the scheduled content. Inside today's video, I wanted to really dive into what approach you really need to have inside of there, and this is kind of like the answer for every question, every objection that you might come across from talking to a seller. This isn't like detail specific, but if you get this core principle, you can answer any objection, any question that a seller may have in the future. That I can't just say, oh yeah, this is every single question that's in this like Rolodex. There's always going to be those random questions that you're going to come across inside of real estate wholesaling, talking to sellers, just because there's like a couple of general questions a lot of people ask, but there's also just random questions that you get. And I can't be super detail specific right now because I can't think of any off the top of my head, but I know there's been a couple of questions where I've been asked from you guys that reach out to me through Instagram DMs, or I've had personal experiences where it's not normal. It's just some like question that maybe like once every blue moon people come across, and you can't really prepare for that. But I'm gonna be able to help you guys prepare inside of this video. And so the truth is, when you're talking to a seller, you need to be as truthful as possible, but don't tell them too much. And what I mean by this is, if you tell someone in a sales process, and I'm just talking in a general sales process, if you tell someone everything about the offer, you go in right ahead, and let's say you got some sort of like $5,000 product that you're selling, and it's just top of the line, top of the market, and you go in and you tell someone straight away like all of everything that they would ever need to know, then you're probably not going to get the sale. For example, like if you tell them, oh yeah, it does this, and this, and then you go straight into, oh yeah, it's $5,000. That is not going to be able to get you success and get you results. So if you ever talk to a seller, or you're in the sales process, you want to answer questions as they come and save certain questions for a later answer, like not answering it right away. You don't need to get straight to the point. You need to be able to like push them off a little bit, build up the rapport, build up the relationship, and then answer that question maybe a little bit later. So like a question, for example, that you don't want to answer right away is, how much are you going to offer me? What's the price? How much are you wanting to buy this house for? people ask that question right away, and don't ever answer that question as soon as someone tells you. It's kind of self-explanatory. You want to talk to them, build rapport, figure out more about the property, and figure out if they're motivated or not. And if you just went straight forward and told everybody how much you're wanting to offer them, chances are that you're going to have a lot tougher of a time finding a motivated seller. You're going to be missing out on a lot of deals. And so what you should rather do is answer a lot of the questions up front that helps you build rapport, figure out the situation and the circumstances a little bit more, and then put off things like how much are you going to offer, or like how's the deal going to be constructed, all of like the nitty gritty contract stuff, paperwork, numbers, all the actual like specific number side and business side of the conversation. If you go more towards the shooting the shit, kind of BSing a little bit and building rapport and figuring out the circumstances, then you're going to be in a lot better scenario, because you're going to be able to build up this relationship. And as you build up the relationship, you're going to be able to get the property at a deeper discounted price. You're going to be able to, like, let's say you sign up the deal, you messed up the numbers in one way, shape, or form. It's going to be a lot easier for you to cancel the contract and renegotiate the deal so you can get it even lower. So here's the thing. If you get asked any question, here is kind of my guidelines for answering any question about with anything, especially talking to a seller for real estate wholesaling. This is pretty general advice just for sales in general, but this is specifically for real estate wholesaling. Any question that you get asked, be truthful, but just answer the bare minimum of what they're looking to know. So if they ask you, hey, are you a real estate investor? This is what I want you to say. Yes, I'm a real estate investor. Would that prevent me from buying this property from you, Mr. Seller? Just straight to the point, and it's kind of a general answer, not specific, but it gets to the point and moves the conversation forward. But if you were to go something along the lines of, hey, are you a real estate investor? And then I were to say, well, you see, so what I do is I buy properties at a deep discount, and I do what's called real estate wholesaling. So I get it under contract, and then I sell this contract over to someone else for more money, and then I never buy the property, and then the buyer, someone else ends up with the deal and everything. No, don't do that. That would be stupid. If you did that, there goes the deal right out the door. I mean, yeah, like I've heard a couple of people close deals with that, but you're gonna kill a lot of the numbers that you're working with. You're gonna miss out on a lot of deals. It's gonna turn into a 30-minute conversation on either how that's a scam because you need your realtor's license, or how exactly does this work, and you're gonna have to explain everything. Why would you want to talk 30 minutes just about what real estate wholesaling is when that's not even what matters in the deal? That doesn't make any sense to me. So, like I said, just straight to the point, kind of general, answer their question at least. And if they want more info, then yeah, I'm okay with going in more and more detail. If they ask a bunch of questions, they keep going deeper and deeper and deeper, keep asking me questions, yeah, I'll answer them. But to be honest with you guys, the more questions that they ask and the more like in depth that you have to go, the chances of them being a motivated seller just keeps declining lower and lower and lower. So it's kind of, once they ask you so many questions and try to go so deep with something, it's just at that point I'm just like, this isn't a deal. We're just kind of this is going really nowhere, or it's not going to make any sense for the both of us for this relationship to work out. So really understand that. So any question, just answer it straight to, like, be truthful. You don't need to go full in depth. Like, here's another question. I'm not going to answer all of them, but I'll answer another one for you guys. So if like someone said, like, where did you get my phone number? Don't just be like, oh, so I went into the county and I went and got this list, and then I went and got skip trace, and then I got this mojo dialer that I'm calling you with. Don't go through all the different details of everything, or just be like, oh, I got it from list source, and then you have to explain what list source is. Don't say that. Just say something along the lines of, I got it from the county, it's public info, and just move it forward. Just be straight to the point and just ask the next question. You don't need to break it down. So in this case, where'd you get my phone number? It depends on the scenario, like we're at in the conversation, they're asking me, but usually it's at the beginning of the call. So where'd you get my phone number? I'd just be like, I got it from the county. Sorry, did I call you in the middle of something, Mr. Seller? Or if I already said, sorry, I caught you in the middle of something, I'd be something along the lines of, I got it from the county. Could you tell me a little bit more about the property, please? And if they want more information, yeah, I'll give them more information. But if you just answer the general, like, basic overview, 9 times out of 10, they're just like, okay, thank you. Like, that's all they need to know. They just needed to know the general information. You can be truthful with them, but like, the more in-depth that you go and explain yourself and try to just talk about the whole thing, the less likely that, like, you're just killing the lead, you're killing the deal. Your numbers are going to go way down. They're not going to be all that good as far as like how good your conversion is, how many sellers you talk to versus how many deals that you close out of those sellers, and you're going to be making less money. So just be super general and be super, like, just move forward. Just answer it like it's nothing. Maybe even practice yourself like answering some of these different questions. But if you want an answer to 10 specific rebuttals, I'll put the video right here in the top. It's your right-handed corner, and it'll go over step by step exactly how to answer them, or at least my approach on everything. So hopefully you guys learned something in today's video as far as like how to handle the seller's objections. And the more objections that they have, the least likely that they're a motivated seller. And this is all, like, when you're talking to sellers on the phone, it's all about pre-qualifying, so that way you don't waste your time inside of the house, because the more time you're wasting in the house going on all these different appointments, the less deals that you're going to be doing and the more time that you're just wasting. We don't want to waste time. We want to get straight to the point, find out who is motivated, who isn't motivated, and if they're motivated, go on the appointment or sign up the deal, email them the contract, and move it forward. If they're not motivated, on to the next phone call. Don't waste your time. You can add them to your database, call them back like maybe a month from now, and go from there. But anyways, that's what I got for you guys. If you haven't already, go check out this video right here. Go check it out. If not, if you need a little bit more guidance on the wholesaling process, here's the step-by-step playlist that'll show you how to go out there and wholesale a house. It's all free content, so go check it out. But anyways, if you haven't already, subscribe down below. And like always, I'm uploading every day. So I'll see you all tomorrow. Peace.